and welcome back to the Tonebar channel. Okay, today's episode we're going to do part 2 of the attributes of the Tonebar, and we got a new guest here, and this is take a good look at this beauty. This is Karen, C-A-R-E-N, Louise Carpenter. Found this little jewel in a pile of wood, so that's where she gets her name's Carpenter, and her name's Karen, C-A-R-E-N, because she screamed the whole first 2 or 3 days I had her. So we're going to show you how to put a Tonebar on. Let's see if little Karen here get out the inside of that guitar. Okay, there you go, we're gonna let her go. Okay, update from the magnetic tape audio show. It was a good show. I was kind of inspired by it because last year when I was there was a gentleman sitting. Last year when I was there was a gentleman sitting beside me, and he told me some stuff last year, and it just went, in one ear and out the other. But he played my guitar, and he was a real nice old guy. But he said some stuff to me last year, and I really didn't. I paid attention to him, but I really didn't. I didn't. But it turns out he was Les Paul's friend or neighbor, and he told me that, that Les Paul showed him all of his stuff, all of his experiments and all of his inventions, and he bought a Tonebar. But like a lot of the Tonebars that I gave away, he bought one. It's been a year later. I said, "Hey man, did you put it in your guitar?" He goes, "No, I ain't had time. I just." But when I give him my guitar, and even though it was really loud in there because there was lots of stereo equipment blasting, and another thing, the magnetic tape show, I sold a couple of Tonebars. That's all I sold. But I sold 12 when I got back from the show online. But everybody remembered it, and everybody said, "Oh man," a couple of guys said, "Man, I put that in my guitar, and it really made a difference. Thank you very much." And I sold some stuff I had, had for a long time. I sold it, and was able to come home with in the black. Okay. So the first part of that other video was, let's just get rid of the pins. The pins have been a problem forever. I'm going to put this camera down here just a little bit. Okay, now. Okay, so you're tired of pins and you want to utilize a Tonebar. How do you do that? Here's my little model here. Here's my little model here. Here's the Tonebar. Here's a Tonebar. These strings here was on my other guitar for 2 years. And if you'll notice, the ends aren't all beat up, they're not all bent up. They're on there perfect. Okay, so we got, when you get a Tonebar, you get the patented Tonebar with the sticker on it, and just take the sticker, stick it over on this side after you get the strings on there. And I got new packaging that looks about it's the exact same size as a string pack now. So it just took a little bit of evolution. Okay, so when you want to utilize a Tonebar, you put the first string down in there and you slide it on the Tonebar. You do all the strings, and then when you get them all on there, see we're coming in backwards. You can just drop it and just pull it up. And then boom, your tone bar is installed. And then when you change strings, you just drop it. See, look at that. See how that you're engaged, you're off. And then you can just pull it out. Just take your strings and just pull them out. See that? That's how you put the tone bar in there. You come up from the bottom. All right, now let's put that down. Okay, now you're tired of pins. What's the alternative? There is no other alternative to bridge pins except the tone bar, and it was just invented less than 2 years ago. Now, once you go to this method, once you change the way you're changing your strings, you're changing the angle. You're changing the angle from the string ends getting bent to your ball ends in the middle of the hole with a smooth transition over your bridge. Now, once you put a tone bar in your guitar, this is some more attributes of the tone bar. It's the best contact to the bridge plate that you'll find. Look at the logo. Every piece, every part of the tone bar that the ball end's not on is contacting your bridge plate, making your acoustic guitar is basically a passive amplifier, and that X bracing is where the voice coil is, and the tone bar is right there next to that X bracing, and it's making your guitar vibrate more. People are not getting this. With pins, you're not getting the bridge contact, and it's not making the top vibrate. So you get better contact with the bridge plate. That's a given. Look at all that contact area. Not just a edge of the ball end is getting crammed up against the bridge plate, eating your bridge plate up. Okay, you get better contact. You get perfect repeatable string changes. All your strings go on there the same way every single time. You get the same contact every single time because you changed the angle and you've changed the ball in is really kind of halfway up into the center of the pinhole. Okay, so you get that angle gives you more contact over the bridge plate, more pressure on the bridge plate, which makes the acoustic box vibrate more. Okay, and what that's going to mean is your guitar is going to vibrate more. There's going to be projection because boom, it's moving that air out of the inside of the guitar. So you're going to get more projection. And this is what I'm hearing from a lot of the users. You'll get more projection. You're pushing more air out of that box. You're going to get more volume. And then since each string has the same contact as the other string, you're going to get clearer notes. Each note's going to be separate and clear. So you're going to get clarity, and then the sustain. One guy called me and goes, "Man, I hit my guitar and walked in the other room and come back and it was still singing." You're going to get infinitely more sustain. So when you hit a chord, it's going to ring out, and when you're singing, it's almost like hitting a freeze pedal. Okay, so you're going to get much more volume, more projection, more sustain with the tone bar, not with pins, not with solid pins, only with a tone bar. And your whole guitar vibrates, which means your headstock's going to vibrate, and when you clip that tuner on there, you're going to get better information to the tuner, so it's going to be easier to tune because you're getting better information to the tuner. And the neck vibrates. So this is not just, even though it does so much, this guitar did not sound like this with pins in it. It did not. it rings out like there's a pedal hook to it. If you're on the fence about the Tonebar, it doesn't hurt your guitar at all. It just enhances whatever attribute it has, and it doesn't matter if it's a solid wood guitar. If you got a $5,000 guitar, it's gonna sound like a $10,000 guitar. You got a $100 guitar, it's gonna sound like a $1,000 guitar. The difference that the Tonebar makes is it's almost unexplainable. And one guy says, this guy, talking about me, is underestimating and underselling the benefits of what this device does. This is the new standard. The Tonebar is the way to mount your strings on your acoustic guitar, to get consistent string changes, to make your guitar vibrate, to make it sound better. You get more projection, you get more sustain. It's more fun to play. One of the first guys that bought it said, man, I've been a rock and roller, man. I love my Les Paul and I play it all the time. But man, when I put that Tonebar in there, that little Ibanez I got sounds like a Martin. He goes, I've wrote 2 songs just by playing that guitar. It's just humming to me. If you're not utilizing this new method and system of putting your strings on your guitar, which I call the Tonebar, then you are missing out, and I don't care who says that don't work. The only people that says that it's a gimmick are the people that haven't tried it, and they probably got stock in the pen companies. Okay, so get a Tonebar today. I got new packaging. I sell them for $10 on eBay and Reverb. $10, free shipping with tracking. You buy 2 for $20, I'll send you 3. You buy 3, I'll send you 5. Okay, thanks for watching. The new little kitten is a blessing. That's why I've been away for a while, but she's a great little cat. Okay, sorry the video clicked off. So in closing, get yourself a Tonebar. Order one today. They come with free shipping, with tracking. Your guitar will never sound as good as it can without a Tonebar. Okay, the video clicked up. My iPad run out of battery. Okay, this is the only alternative to bridge pins. Get rid of bridge pins. They do nothing. They're tearing up your bridge plate. Get a Tonebar, free shipping. You buy 2, you buy 1, it's free shipping. You buy 2 at $20, you get 3. You pay for 3, $30, you get 5. These work in every acoustic guitar. It doesn't harm anything. It's just a better way of mounting your strings on your guitar. That's what we're going to. Instead of those pins sticking down there and just pushing that ball end out of the way, and the ball end's down here tearing up your bridge plate, or the Tonebar, your ball end is in the middle of the pinhole and gives you a smoother transition over your saddle to more pressure down on it, to give it more pressure and more tone. And like the patent says, the last paragraph, the last line of the patent is, It says it creates acoustically amplified string tones. The tone bar, it's not a gimmick, it's not a coat hanger, it's a proprietary piece of brass that I have made specifically for the tone bar, and the engineering on this is incredible and the results are even better. So sorry the video cut off, but thanks for watching. More content coming, more attributes of the tone bar. Take care of those that you love, and I'll send you some out today. Thank you.